Previously in last episode, I massacred the wilderness bosses before they were changed, getting another great pet to add to my collection. With close to 200 Callisto kills and 250 Venenatus kills, I left with some good loot just before the rework. From Barrows, I got a mage upgrade being the Aram's Top and headed to Zulrah, where I got my first unique, the Onyx. With 61 mining achieved, I went and unlocked a new spellbook on the account. With the new spellbook, I stringed some salve amulets and went to go kill the reworked Vedion, getting 2 skulls along the way. Now in this episode, let's work towards getting enough dragon bones from Vedion for 70 prayer and the Ring of the Gods. Oh, I got it.
Oh yeah, this is my boss locked account. I started this account as a fresh Iron Man and have been leveling up my skills and obtaining my gear through bosses, their drops, and their content. My goal for this account is to obtain some of RuneScape's best in-slot gear within my restrictions. This means I'll have to do many different and difficult bosses and go for some random drops from these bosses to progress my account. If you want to watch the series from the start, click the playlist in the top right of the video, and the rules will be down in the description.
Alright, let me explain a bit about how I got here. This was my 201st kill that I got the ring. I honestly didn't really get much beforehand. I got 2 drops of 120 Mortmire Fungus, 1 drop of 60 Renars, and a bunch of gold. My first drop of Dragon Bones after going 4 times over the drop rate, and my second drop following not many kills after. I also tried 1 kill of Ardio, the solo Callisto encounter, and Spindle, the Venenatus one. Then that brings us up to the ring drop.
What do you need the ring for? Just having the prayer bonus would be really good. I'm mainly here just for the dragon bones. I'm not here for the ring, really. It's like an added benefit if I get it. Okay, the ring is an added benefit if I get it, and I just got the ring. So, that's really good. Okay. Yeah, so 4+ prayer bonus and +1 defensive stats in all my stats is really good. So I need to do Vedion for more Dragon Bones because I do want the 70 prayer. The Ring of the Gods is my best in slot ring because my ring before this was a Ring of Wealth. But I still need Dragon Bones to eventually get 70 prayer, so I'm going to keep doing Vedion. Yeah, having the ring is actually really nice. I'm super glad I rolled that on the drop table.
But before we get too far into the video, here's a word from our sponsor, Bespoke Post. Bespoke Post is a monthly membership club delivering a box of awesome top shelf goods from under the radar brands. It's free to join and you can skip a month or cancel anytime. 90% of the products come from small brands, which many of which are based in the US. Every month they introduce their members to cool new products, from outdoor gear all the way to live oysters, based on a preference quiz that they fill out. Every box of Awesome has around $70 worth of goods, but costs you only a fraction of the value. You'll get a box of Awesome assigned to you, and before it's shipped, you'll get a preview of what's inside, and decide if you'd 1, like to keep it, 2, want to swap it, or 3, skip the month entirely for no charge. There's 2 boxes that I like the most. The first is the Weekender box. That comes with a Weekender bag, which would be great to take on trips since it looks very stylish and it would have been very nice on the holiday I just went on. The other box that I'd want would be the Retreat box, that comes with the on-the-go hammock and blanket. The hammock looks very easy to set up, and it looks like both of these would just be great for camping. So if you want to order Bespoke Post and get 20% off your first box of Awesome, click the link in the description and enter ZZ20 at checkout, or go to bespokepost.com/ZZ20. Thank you, Bespoke Post, for sponsoring this video. So I have decided to change up what I'm doing, and now I'm at Sarachnis. Sarachnis also drops Dragon Bones, which is what I want, but I do get hard clues from here. You might remember heaps of episodes back, I got the Elite clue to spawn the Elite Guardians for the Rune Throwing Axis so I could get into the Dagannoth Kings. Well, I've still been killing the Guardians every clue I get, and I have about 30 KC on each when the drop rate is a 1 in 41, and I have nearly 70 kills combined. So I want to try and get that completed. Since Sarachnis drops hard clues, it will keep resetting the Guardian steps every kill. I do also really want to complete the hard clues for a range upgrade for when I go back to Tombs of Amascut, since I only have studded chaps right now and would really like Black Dragonhide chaps. And I just figured it was better to get this all done now instead of coming back later when I've got 70 prayer and not getting as much value out of the Dragon Bones. Well, that's now 500 KC at Sarachnis. Still haven't gotten a hard clue drop since I came back, and I've done about 80 kills, which is double the drop rate. That kill at least gave me some Belladonna seeds, which I can use to make some poison dynamite in the future. Since I wasn't getting anything from Sarachnis, I've decided to come to Temporis for some more food since I only have about 200 bass left and I'm completely out of swordfish. So I really needed food, and hopefully when I get my loot rewards, I can get a bunch of clue scrolls from the caskets. There's 90 fishing. That's the level I wanted to hit with this grind. Now I'm just going to go finish off this kill and then loot the reward pool. A nice 350 KC done at Temporis and a nice place to stop. Now I'm just going to go loot my 150 reward permits.
Oh my god, I actually just got the dragon harpoon. I can't believe I just got that. Oh my god. It took me all the way to 90 fishing to be able to get that. That's insane. That's gonna be really, really good for whenever I come back here to actually keep doing Temporis now. I did not expect to get anything in just these 150 permits after I've done multiple ones with multiple massive amounts of permits and stuff. Yeah, that's really good. Next time I come back, it's going to make the grind so much faster with this. The special attack will increase my fishing level, and it's going to be so good. It's even going to be nice if I just want to AFK sacred eels in the future as well, because then I'll be able to buff up my fishing with the special attack while I'm wielding it. It's very, very nice for fishing in the future, so I'm happy I got this. If I could get the spirit angler, that would be pretty sick, because then I could complete the log. But I basically just need the tiny tempor to be able to complete the log that I can get, which is pretty sick for once I actually get the unique that helps me before a pet at a boss. So that's really good. 350 KC now and 2,712 reward pulls before I got that. So a fair bit of reward pulls. There's definitely a fair few there, but yeah, nice to actually have it now. So now I just need to open up the caskets and hope I get some clue scrolls while doing this, which was one of the things I also came here for, besides the food that I got to actually stock up on, which is really good. But let's just hope I can pull some clue scrolls in these. I remember my last opening, I got none, and it looks like this time I also get none. I might do one more. I'm going to do one more Temporis KC, and I'm going to give the test to the Dragon Harpoon and see how it goes for this run. Okay, the Dragon Harpoon was good. It only took me 9 minutes to do that Temporis KC, which is just over 1 minute quicker than my usual time without it, which is 10 minutes and 30 seconds. It felt very consistent when catching fish, so when I come back here in the future, it's good to know that for every 10 Temporis KC, it would have only been 9 without the Dragon Harpoon. I've finished up cooking all my bass and swordfish and decided to come fish some sacred eels for clue scrolls. And I already have one. So let's go kill the Elite Guardians and do as much of this clue scroll as I can. Well, that one's the hard clue casket done from that, which is good and bad. I did a couple more kills on the Elite Clue Guardians. I'll show you on the side just here. I'm at 34 Armadillo Guard kills and 33 Bandosian. So I'm well over the drop rate for it, and I'm approaching the drop rate for either one of them because they can both drop the Rune Throwing Axe. Yeah, so now I'm going to have to go look for some more clues to hopefully get the Rune Throwing Axe, but at least I have completed a hard clue. Alright, now let's hope this is at least Black D'hide legs or like Blessed D'hide legs or something like that. Just don't give me a Black D'hide body. I have already got the Carol's body, so I don't need it. Just please, please give me some good range legs. That's all I'm asking for. Like, even if I get like blue D'hide ones, like trimmed or something, it's still better than what I currently have, so why are these clues always so depressing? Just got a medium clue, so let's do this one. And with this kill, it's the last one I can do for this clue scroll. But my medium clue step is on Fossil Island, so I'm just going to have to drop it now and go back to fishing. Well, that's another medium clue that I just got in the inventory. I keep having to drop a lot of clues I keep getting from fishing, like either straight away or one step in.
So it's very rare that I do actually get to complete these because I've got a lot of fishing XP. Like, I only just hit 90 and I'm like a good 30% of the way through. So we'll see if I get anything from this medium, and then we're going straight back to fishing because I did not get any more rune throwing axes from the Guardians. Wow, that's, oh my god. Oh my god. I could not get my recorder on in time. I finally got the rune throwing axes. Oh my god. It has been multiple kills of these, dude. I was well over double the drop rate. Oh, that feels good. I have been fishing non-stop. Like, look at this. I'm 184k away from 91 fishing. It has been insane with the amount of clue scrolls and stuff I've had and just couldn't complete, and the amount I've killed. It's been insane. I am so happy that's done. It looks so nice to have them. I can finally do DKs. Of course, I've got this clue to open. I have got this clue to do as well, which is good. So I haven't talked about how the Guardian spawns work, in fear of it getting changed before I got the rune throwing axes. Basically, I have said that the Guardians spawn every clue you get because it resets them. That is true, but there's more to it than that. They actually respawn every single clue step. So a 5-step clue means that I can kill them 5 times. But that's not all. If my next hard clue step was to kill a Saradomin or Zemarak wizard, they wouldn't spawn when I go dig at that spot. That's because clue guardians are shared over all clue scrolls, and me killing the elite guardian has counted as me killing the guardian for the hard clue. This, in theory, could be used to skip the master clue guardians. If you have a hard clue to kill the wizards and go kill them first, and then go dig for your master clue, you won't have to fight them. It can also be used to not have to fight a wizard in the wilderness, thus making clues a lot safer since you won't have to be in combat and you can just log out. So I just thought I'd share the method and the little discoveries I had, so let's just see if they actually do change this in the future. Okay, so I've managed to just complete the hard clue as well, which is very surprising. So I've got a medium clue and a hard clue to open. Let me just clear my inventory real quick and then we'll get these 2 out. All right, let's open the medium first. We can hope for some ranger boots or some manacles. That would be sick. But let's just, it's going to be trash. I know that much. Oh my god. That was not trash. What the fuck just happened? That was 3 KC? 3 medium clues is all that took just then. What the hell? Oh, alright. I did not know that was going to be trash. That was really good. Well, that's a range upgrade. This whole thing was for range upgrades, and I just got biggest range upgrades in the game. I can't talk properly. That's insane. Alright, yeah, now the hard clue's not going to be able to top that. Alright, time for the hard clue casket then. Let's really hope for some black dragonhide legs, but I doubt we'll get them now. We used up all our luck on our ranger boots, so let's see what happens. No, okay. That's, yeah, that's more of a normal size clue, but, you know, can't complain because we did get ranger boots, and that's insane. This is absolutely wild. I'm gonna be able to do DKs now, and I have ranger boots. I am just straight gonna go to DKs because another reason I wanted the rune throwing axis and I was doing this clue grind is because Dagonos Supreme does drop me some range upgrades. So let's head there and I'll talk more about the drops that I want from them while I'm going. While I run through the dungeon to the DKs, let me explain what I want from here. Obviously, the Dagonoth Kings are 3 bosses and each have a different drop table. I won't be talking about Prime though, because his drop table is arse. But with Rex and Supreme, the story is different. First, let's talk about Rex. Now, he has a lot of junk on his drop table, but there are 4 items that I'd like. First, of course, it's the rings. The Warrior Ring, which is the worst of the 2, offers me a +4 slash bonus and a +8 slash bonus when it's imbued. By the way, I'll talk more about imbuing next episode. This ring is honestly much worse than the other ring, the Berserker Ring, but could come in handy in some niche situations and would be nice to have. Now, the Berserker Ring, on the other hand, this ring has remained the best in slot melee ring for a good reason. It offers +4 melee strength bonus unimbued and +8 when it is imbued. Just this item will increase my max hit with melee by 2 when it's imbued. That is a massive DPS increase for me and the main item that I'm looking for. The other two items that I'm looking for are the coal and the anti-fire potion 2-drop. Now, the coal is just because it's pretty hard to get, because all the bosses that drop coal are very end game, and this is the only real mid-game boss that drops large amounts. But the anti-fire potion is my only way of getting them on this account. With the Dragonfire Shield being my best in slot offhand, I'll have to kill the King Black Dragon for the Visage in the future, and these potions will be a massive help. Let's move on to Supreme. Again, there is 4 items that I want. They are all from the same drop table and are all range upgrades. They are the Red Dragonhide Van Braces, Archer's Helm, Spined Chaps, and Archer's Ring. All of these items are just straight upgrades to my range setup. I have Leather Van Braces, so the Red D'hide Van Braces is a huge upgrade. I use Studded Chaps, and the Spine Chaps are Green D'hide Chaps, but just a little bit better. The Archer's Helm is an item I've wanted for ages, because with it, I can achieve a negative 65 crush bonus, which means I can finally train Slayer again. Check this episode on screen, which explains my Slayer method if you are curious. Then finally, there is the Archer's Ring, which is another +8 range attack bonus, along with all the other range attack bonuses I'll be getting from this boss. Plus, there is actually one other drop that I want. Not for an upgrade, but it's so I can keep doing trips here, and that is the Rune Throwing Axis. It has a much lower drop rate than the Clue Scroll Guardians, and should mean I can now do constant trips here with them refreshing my stack of axes. So with all the drops not really being that rare, let's get into the kills. Since I'm not killing Prime, I've brought a little slave along with me, so he can keep killing it and it won't annoy me. This will let me focus on Supreme and Rex and increase my trips. I am also wearing full Guthin so I can heal on the minions around the room when the bosses are both killed, since they are part of the boss's content.
There we go. That's the first drop I wanted, the Red Dragonhide Van Braces. We've already got one of our gear upgrades. Now I just need myself the other 3 or so more I needed from Supreme, and I can get the rest from Rex. But so far the trip is going incredibly well. My HP is full. I haven't ate any more food than when I first came in because I've been able to heal with Guthins. And yeah, just safe-swatting Rex is super chill, and I'm actually doing enough damage that after I kill Rex, I have a little bit of time in between Supreme spawning, so I can just heal up on the Spinnerlips here. And if they aren't near the water, I can just actually heal up on Supreme. So yeah, really not going too badly. Peter's trying to time the kill on Prime now when I'm getting the kill on Rex, so it's a lot easier to time when it's coming up. Oh, there we go. That's actually another drop from Supreme. It's 16 kills in now, but there is some more Rune Throwing Axes. So I was getting like a bit scared because I'm like, oh, I'm getting less kills on these trips than what I thought I would, but very happy to actually see some Rune Throwing Axes because that's going to stock me up for a fair few more attempts now. So I have decided to do my Elite Clue in my bank. I can get some big upgrades from them like the Dragonstone Bracelet, which I can make into a Combat Bracelet. This was also one of the reasons I wanted to get the Rune Throwing Axes, since if I get a Dragonstone Bracelet, I don't need to get the crafting level for it myself. And with all the content coming up that drops Elite Clues, I think it's a good time for it. I had to drop the clue because I needed a song from Sins of the Father quest. So, back to DKs. Hey, there we go. That's the other drop that I wanted. The Spined Chaps. They are now best in slot range, which is really, really good. So, I just need the Archer's Helm now, and then the ring, and that will complete Supreme. Oh, man. I thought it could happen, but the green light and the collection log got me. I don't have a use for a Dragon Axe because the best axe I can use in Wintertot is steel, and I also don't need any more woodcutting levels, so it's just kind of a trophy now, but oh well, let's keep going. I can't get baited by any other collection logs besides pets now, so that's something, I suppose. Well, that's the first ring, and of course it's the warrior ring. So, obviously not the best because I use a stab weapon everywhere, but at least it's something. Yes, finally it's the Berserker ring. What was that? 162 KC. And I finally have achieved something that is gonna remain a best in slot melee upgrade for a very, very long time. So I'm super happy about that. Now I don't have to camp Rex. The only one I need to kill now is Supreme. That is it for the Archer's Helm. So I'm gonna actually get out of here now. That was gonna be my last kill of the inventory because I am out of
anti-poison, so that was really nice. Gonna be wearing this non-stop now until I get my light bearer, so very, very good to have. It's gonna be a max hit in any place when I'm wearing it. But yeah, I've got both rings from Rex in 162 KC. Now I don't need to kill him anymore, which I might avoid doing, and I just need to get myself the Archer's Helm and potentially the Archer's Ring. I don't think I'm going to use the Archer's Ring currently, so I'm just happy if I get the Archer's Helm and then I'll leave. Yes, there we go. Finally, that's the Archer's Helm. Oh my god. That is the other item I wanted. I do still kind of want the Archer's Ring, but this is the main item. I've been hunting for however many episodes. I discovered that I needed it for Slayer to get the negative crush bonus, because as you can see in the attack stats, it gives a -5 crush bonus. Now I can officially start Slayer again with this. But if I don't get the Archer's Ring in this trip, that's going to be the end of the DKs currently, and I can head back to Vedion for my prayer. Alright, with that kill just there, that is going to be the last one I can do in this inventory. I am also setting my slave free, since I am not going back to DKs. But that's the end of this episode. A massive amount of luck and upgrades all happened in this one. Here are the stats and time played from the start to the end. Next episode, we head back to Vedion for 70 prayer and finally make our way back to Tombs of Amasket, so look forward to that. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next episode.